Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can get easier lobbies in Call of Duty or Warzone using a VPN. And the first thing you're going to want to do is get a map of the Call of Duty servers or a list. Here I found this one on netduma.com, and you're going to want to find a server that's going to be in an area where there are less people playing the game. So that would be not North America and not Europe. And after researching this, the two best areas for getting easier lobbies would either be in Africa or Southeast Asia. You also want to make sure that whichever region you're going to connect to, whether it is Africa or Asia or even South America, you're going to want to make sure that it is going to be at a time of the day where less people are playing the game. I would recommend something like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. And one more factor to consider is because we are going to be using the VPN to connect up to a gaming server in one of these regions, and it's probably going to be far away from where you are, you most likely will get worse ping. So to the best of your ability, you're going to want to pick one of these regions that's going to be as close as possible to your physical location. That'll just help that increase in ping be as low as possible, and hopefully your gameplay won't be affected. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do about that. That just comes with connecting up to a place that's far away from you. You're always going to get the best ping in the servers that are closest to you. So if you're in the US, you're just going to get the best ping in the US, but the downside is, as you probably know already, those are going to be the sweatiest lobbies. So once you picked a region, like I said, I would either recommend Africa or Southeast Asia. For this video, let's just go with Singapore. You're going to want to go into your VPN and then connect up to a VPN server that's as close as possible or in the same place as the game server. So I'm using ExpressVPN here, and with Express, we're just going to go into the location bar, and then this window pops up. And with Express, you're going to get 105 countries to select. So you should have a few options that will match whichever one you picked in the game server. So I'm just going to search for Singapore. There we go. I have Singapore right there. If I click on this arrow, I get a few more options within Singapore, but for now, I'm just going to click on that right there. Now I'm automatically connected. If you didn't automatically connect, you would just click on the big connection button right here and it'll turn green. And make sure you do this before you start up the game at all, before you sign in. Only now when you're already connected to a server in Singapore do you want to start up Call of Duty. And because you're connected with the VPN, the game is going to think that that's where you are. The game, regardless of your physical location, is going to think that you're in Singapore. And because the lobbies in that part of the world are not as sweaty as the ones in the US or in Europe, you're more likely to get put into a better lobby. And that's the basics of it. That's all there really is to it. I'm doing this here with ExpressVPN. You could do the same thing if, let's say, you had NordVPN or Surfshark. These are also two other really good alternatives that I would recommend. I'll speak about them a little bit later in the video. If you want to find out more about them, I'll have more useful information and a discount link for you in the description below in case you want to save some extra money and try it out. Now, one thing it's really important to know is that this isn't a guaranteed method. This can help you, but there still may be times where you're going to wind up in a really sweaty lobby. And the reason for that is because a lot of people think with Call of Duty that you're getting put in lobbies just based off of your skill-based matchmaking, SBMM, and you're getting put into lobbies purely based off of your skill. And therefore, if you're going to be in a place where there's going to be less skilled players, the game will automatically have to put you into a lobby with less skilled players. But the truth is, that's not really how it works. You see, Activision themselves recently released a lot of documentation about how their matchmaking system works. And basically, it's not just skill that determines which lobby you get put in. There are a bunch of different factors, and the most important ones are not even skill. It's your connection, your ping, and your time to match. How much time you're gonna have to queue up in order to get into a lobby. And in the detailed documentation over here, they talk about how it works. And for example, let's say you can get really good ping in one place, but you're going to have to wait a really long time in order to get into a lobby. The system will actually connect you up to a data center or a server where you're going to get higher ping, but you're going to be able to enter into a lobby much quicker. So just because using a VPN, you may get better ping to a server somewhere else where there's going to be less skilled players, there are still other factors going on here. And for example, like I said, if it's going to take a really long time for you to get into a game, possibly because in the Far East there may be less people playing Warzone, then you may get connected up to a server where there's going to be more players and you'll find a match much quicker, but there's going to be also much sweatier lobbies. Now, in terms of which VPN to use, you can go with a dedicated Warzone VPN like No Lag VPN, but I have found that since the highest skilled players are using these VPNs to get easier lobbies, it just kind of backfires and you could wind up in an even sweatier lobby using one of these VPNs than you would without a VPN at all. On top of that, these VPNs are dedicated for Warzone, so you're not going to get all the other benefits of a traditional VPN like Express, such as the ability to use the VPN for other games or to access streaming content on Netflix, or just overall privacy and security. All of those benefits you're not going to get with a dedicated Warzone VPN. Now, in terms of which VPN you should go with, I would personally recommend ExpressVPN. All of its servers are optimized for gaming already, so you're going to get as close to your base ping as possible when you're connected up to a different location. It's really stable. You don't have long connection times up to your location wherever you want to go to. You're not going to just wait forever for it to connect. It usually connects in a second or two, and the connection doesn't drop out. Overall, when it comes to the basic function of a VPN to change your location and to keep your data private and secure while maintaining as fast as possible of an internet connection, I haven't found a VPN which is better than Express, and personally this is the one that I use the most. If you do want more features past just a traditional VPN, you want more add-ons, maybe you want more servers to connect to, you want to be able to have P2P servers that are optimized for torrenting, or add-ons like a mini antivirus or file sharing options, then NordVPN is definitely a good alternative to ExpressVPN, and I would put it at number 2 after Express. And if you're on a budget, then there's always Surfshark. This is the cheapest of the three. The premium plan for Surfshark is still going to be cheaper than the basic plan for a lot of other VPNs, and for the price, you're going to get a really solid VPN with a nice set of features. It doesn't necessarily offer as much as NordVPN, and it's not as intuitive and easy to use as ExpressVPN. There is a little bit of a learning curve, but overall, if you are tight for cash and you're looking for a really good VPN without breaking the bank, then I would definitely recommend Surfshark as the best option in the budget VPN category. So that's all for this video, guys. If you want to find out any more about these VPNs, I'll be sure to leave links for full in-depth reviews in the description below. And again, there will also be some discount links there that will save you some extra money if you want to try any of them out. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.